Welcome back to Project Graveyard. I just want to give you an update about everything that is new in version 3.2. So 3.2 build 2 just dropped on TestFlight, and I will hopefully have a version of this out to the App Store soon-ish, although there's still a few things I want to add. So let's just do a quick tour. The first thing is kind of hard to notice in the video, but there are tiny moths flying around the lampposts. Just a little bit of fun, unnecessary fun. They're really tiny. There's no customization for those yet, but that's just fun. Next thing, in settings, there's a few new options here. I reworked this section, so we've got lighting broken out into lighting mode and lighting color. Light mode, the default uses just your system environment. So if you're in mixed reality, it'll use your room environment. If you're in an Apple environment, it'll use lighting in the Apple environment. We could also do environment plus add a little bit of extra light. And what this does is adds a daylight, either a dim one or a bright one to the scene to just kind of brighten everything up. So there's the dim one, there's the bright one if you just want a lot more light. I really like the dim one. I tend to leave it this way a lot. But if you want a moodier thing, you can drop it down to environment. So for the rest of the video, let's use this one. There is also much improved rain. I replaced the silly little raindrop images I was using with the raindrop particle system from Apple, and it is much more polished and but it's just a lot nicer looking. Still not perfect, but good enough for now. The rest of this is pretty much the same. On the objects themselves, so when we added these 5 new objects over the summer, they were not customizable yet. So you could tap on them and you could delete them, but the customize and edit text was disabled. That has now been improved. So with the lamppost, you'll see there's a little caption here that there are more lighting options in settings, like I showed you. With the lamppost, we can pick 4 different metallic materials. So we've got this humbled one, pitied, envied, coveted, and the coveted is kind of the one that we shift with by default. We can also add some text. So I'm just going to say good enough for now. And the crazy part is this lamp now has a tiny little plaque on it with that dedication. So just like with the gravestones, we can edit text and we can type in a name and 2 epitaphs, so 3 text values. That now applies to all of these as well. So let's move on to the next object. How about the bench here? We can customize this. We've got 4 new wood materials. They kind of go from bad to better, and you can just kind of tweak the brightness of the wood finish. The color here is more of a tint value than anything else. I feel I need to rethink about how to actually render that. And then we can see the text that is set here. And when we pick up the bench, you can see there is a tiny little plaque on that one as well. So you'll see this is a common thread here. The arch has the same material options as the bench, and there is a tiny plaque on the inside of the arch on one side. And I think probably my favorite is the monolith. Has a slightly bigger cast iron plaque at the base of the monolith. And the plinth also got a new attachment. This one just works more like the gravestones. It's just a regular attachment directly on the stone itself. So it's following a very similar pattern there. And yeah, I think that's it. There's still a few bugs to work out here and there. There might be some rotation issues I need to work out, and a couple typos somewhere in the UI, but making progress. Let me know what you think.